Morning folks, it's Thursday the 23rd of August. It's about 7:45 in the morning. It's nice and quiet down here. Bit of a dull day. Excuse me. Sorry I haven't done a video for a while, but to be honest I haven't really been doing anything. I've had a bit of a rough first half of this year with my dad and things, and I've just, my heart's not been on doing very much really, to be honest. But I mean, the allotment has done okay. I've had to come down and water a lot, like everybody. I don't like to use a lot of water, but to be honest, if we hadn't put much water in, we'd have had nothing. Everything's growing really well now with this rain. I mean, the kale and the sprouts in there, you can see they're even pushing the net up. The kale's even pushing the net up, so I need to redo this frame. A question: thornless blackberries. The blackberries are massive, they're humongous, but they're quite sour. I don't know whether that's anything to do with what the ground they're growing in, or are thornless blackberries normally a bit sourer? So if anybody knows anything about that, give us a post. Courgettes just gone wild, as they always do. I've had loads off there. I think there's a couple of marrows in there now. These summer fruit and raspberries, lots of cane, so next year I've got to get in and have a tidy up. The leaf mould and hops bin over there has gone down about a foot. There was a wasp's nest in it, managed to get rid of that. So I'm just propping these raspberries up with anything I've got at the moment, just so that, just till I get some canes in and a frame built. Gooseberry got eaten by sawfly, only went in this year, so I had about 5 off of that. These Joan J raspberries this year, first year settling in, lots of little canes. Strangely enough, I got one cane that's fruited, and if on a 2-foot cane, that is what Joan J can produce, then I am in for a ridiculously bumper crop next year. I mean, I've got fat fingers and they're as big as my thumb. They are literally an inch across, 25mm, 2.5 centimeters, for everybody in dimensions there. So I mean, I'm really excited for next year. I'm going to leave them for the birds, because they've gone over a little bit, they're a little bit too ripe, so I'm going to leave them for the birds. Tayberries, I've started to clean out this year's wood, and tie in the new wood. I've just got this in to do. As you can see, rhubarb, berserk, it's like triffids, the other one's just the same. So I think I may even take another one out. I think one crown of rhubarb is going to be enough for us. So Swedes got absolutely devastated by caterpillars, devastated on the top, but underneath, if I can just get in and show you, underneath I've got perfectly good Swedes, all of them. Basically got a chance to fatten up nicely. I did water them quite a bit through the dry. Carrots, this is the experiment where I've put them in and I've actually earthed up the carrots. I've earthed them up. Once they came through about 4 inch, I earthed them up a good 3 or 4 inch. So I'm going to see what happens there. Spring onions, we've had plenty. The beetroot's humongous. Now, this year has been an absolutely amazing year for climbing French beans. Cobra, I mean, they're ridiculous. They must be 8 inches long, 200mm, 20 centimeters. You know, they are. And I've had 5 or 6 pickings, and as you can see up there, there's still boatloads. There's 10 plants. There's 10 plants there, 5 plants each side. I watered them when it was dry, but they've done amazing. Just bucket loads and bucket loads. I've been giving them away. On the other side there, I've just got my spring cabbage and my spring collies. I'd just sown them direct this year, and I've pricked some out. I'll show you over there if they're still alive, if they haven't been eaten. So my carrot box, I've had to take the lid off. I haven't had a chance to make the proper cover for this year, so they're on their own. We'll see what happens with carrot fly. My leeks romping on. Oh, weeds. I need to get in and have a weed. There's too many weeds in there for me. Rhubarb, like same as, doing really well. I'm gonna top dress. I'm gonna pick all of this lot probably in about 4-6 weeks. I'll pick everything, top them off with manure, and just leave them then for the winter. So we'll just walk up here. Nellie's playing away. She loves a ball. I've never ever known a Cavalier Spaniel that chases balls and sticks. She absolutely loves to get mucky. She loves the water. She loves to chase balls, sticks. She's ace. She has really been my best friend this year so far. She's been my saviour. I really, you know, I sit and talk to her, and it's unconditional love from a dog. They are, you know, look after them. Don't be mean to them. She has little accidents. You know, she's only 7 months, but she's such a loyal little dog. She loves being with me. She goes everywhere with me. Anyway, so these are some raspberries that I pulled out and just stuck in for a friend when to get sorted. And a tomato plant came up, so I've left it, and I've actually got a couple of little tomatoes. I'm going to leave that. My plum tree doing really well. I've actually got some new shoots coming. Onions have gone. Onions are at home. I got 124 onions out of it. 114. 114 onions. Because I had to sling some of them. But that's all cleared now. Raked over. No digging. No. There's some grass seed coming through. I'll pull them out. Pond I'm cracking on with. I've had a few coats of render reinforcing, so hopefully my little apple tree, I'll just come round there. I'm really chuffed with this little apple tree. It was about £6 from Aldi. I didn't know what to do with it, so I shoved it in a bucket, and I've got 2 little apples this year. So I think what I'll do is, I think down there I'll take that clump of rhubarb out and give it away. And I'll put the apple tree, or I might put it in the second one actually, give a bit of distance between the 2 trees. So these are the spring cabbage that I've pricked out and potted on, just in little cups. They're robust as hell, they're brilliant, they're absolutely fine, they're a doddle. And they've settled down nicely in there. They're just in the manure bin, just a bit of protection. This year's compost, nope, I aren't covering it up because I just keep constantly wanging stuff in. That one is the manure and compost I had left from last year, so I've just shoved them in there. Potatoes, amazing. I've had 8 buckets of Charlotte so far. We don't eat a lot of potatoes through the summer. We don't really. It's through the winter. So my sarpos that are in there, and my pink fir apple, I mean, they are, like I say, they're berserk. So I'm very happy. The only thing that I've done in the last few weeks is I've had a bit of a tidy up in the shed. So the shed's now nice and tidy. Put up a shelf, put up 2 shelves actually, just to tidy up, because it was getting where I was just slinging everything on there. So kettle, tea, coffee, sugar. So that's it, all my bits and bobs now sorted. The tulips I pulled out of the tub, I've dried them off, and they will be going back in. Excuse me, they'll be going in around the pond. So come on Nelly, out way. They'll be going in the pond, around the pond, and stay there permanently. So folks, like I say, not a lot really gone on down the allotment. Everything's sort of grown away nicely. No real big disasters. Potatoes done well, really good. Beans, kale, Swedes. So everything, although my lettuces and my radishes bolted in that sun when we had the really nice weather. They were hard work. Literally my lettuce would just get nice and within a few days they'll be gone, they'll be bolted. So I'm doing another separate video on the pond, so I won't go into much detail there. Like I said, it's coming on slowly but surely. That's it really folks, not really much to talk about. Thank you very much for following me. I know I haven't done many videos this year, it's been a bit of an odd one. I started out by doing quite a bit on the communal, and then like I say, I've had probably 4 or 5 months of a bit of a wobbler. It's life, you have to deal with different things in life, don't you? You know, I'm coming round now and cracking on at home, doing bits and bobs. The greenhouse this year has been bizarre really. The leaves are all crinkled, half dead looking, but the tomatoes I've had millions, cucumbers I've had millions. I'll do a bit of a video when I get back up there. I've done carrots in tubs. So although everything looked green wise disastrous, the tomatoes and the computers tell you, cucumbers were amazing, lots and lots of them. So right folks, thank you very very much for following me and subscribing. If, like I say, the thornless blackberries, if anybody grows them, if they could just tell me if they're meant to be a little bit sourer, or you know, they're not as nice and sweet as I thought they would be, or whether I'm doing something wrong, I should be giving them some kind of supplements or feed or anything. Okie doke folks, thank you very much, thanks for listening to me waffle on. Bye bye for now.